continent and in Tunisia, to be precise. Because amid the prevailing economic hardship in the North African country, Tunisian authorities are initiating measures to boost the country's wheat production as a way of tackling food shortage in the Arab nation. Cognizant of the effects of climate change, the authorities intend to put in place mitigating measures to pave way for the implementation of their ambitious agricultural project. Local farmers have, however, urged the government to provide subsidies for them amid the high cost of fertilizer and other farming, of course, facilities. Here's more details of that in this report.
Tunisian authorities are pushing for self-sufficiency in durum wheat and are targeting an increase in the 2023 harvest. The Agriculture Department plans to increase the service of irrigated wheat and cultivated areas to reach this goal.
Tunisia plans to cultivate an additional surface of 250,000 hectares of irrigated agricultural lands throughout the country to boost local wheat and cereal production. Tunisia can reduce imports and achieve self-sufficiency and food security in the near future.
Experts, however, say that climate change is the main challenge facing Tunisia's ambitious wheat production project. Higher temperatures and reduced precipitation are causing water scarcity in agricultural areas and impeding production.
This wheat production project cannot work without water. Climate change affects rainfall and causes water scarcity. That's why it's important to build dams in the northwestern regions to provide water for wheat and cereals farming. Tunisia needs international cooperation to provide funding and technical assistance to build gigantic dams.
The North African country is highly dependent on cereal grain imports, both for human consumption and for animal feed. Farmers want authorities to cushion them from the soaring costs and say the rise in local grain prices has been aggravated by the soaring cost of fertilizers.
The state used to import grains from Russia and Ukraine. Now with the ongoing conflict, it's looking for new providers. The government must subsidize local farmers. Local production costs less than imports. We want to achieve self-sufficiency. Fertilizers are not available and are very expensive in Tunisia. It's hard to work in these conditions.
Tunisia is currently facing its worst economic crisis in history, as well as its second bread crisis since the 1970s. Consumers are struggling to obtain the food, which is a staple in the country. Analysts have warned that the crisis could cause social unrest. The Union of Bakers in Tunisia has called on the Trade Department to provide flour and semolina to ensure the provision of bread to citizens amid fluctuations in their availability on the market. Authorities say that boosting the domestic production of wheat and cereals is the solution to the food crisis.